You take a fat guy and you let him dry age with a bunch of fast food restaurants for about 30 years, and what do you get? Episode 7 of the Fresh Baked Niche podcast, where the best half baked conversations happen. I am your Baker Patrick, and today I'm doing a fast food tier list. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, hey, is fast food really a form of entertainment, and should you be talking about it? And to both those, I say yes, because for me at least, I like going out to eat once in a while. Don't do it very frequently, but when I do view it as a form of entertainment. I'm usually sitting with family or friends, having some laughs, and getting some good food out of it. So, to me, it's a form of entertainment. And as you can see, we're going to be doing, a very simple tier list of S to D ranking or never had. Although we shouldn't really need to use this one because I've already sort of organized these tiles in a way where places I've been are at the front of the list and places I haven't been are at the back, just to keep things organized. And so, to explain for my criteria, I will be looking at both the food I've had from this location, how I felt about it. In addition to that, the food takes the priority, but other factors could be the environment, the staff, or maybe a personal experience with the place. Can all have influences on how I score these things. Now, this isn't to say that all these places are necessarily like the de facto best or worst places to go. These are just my opinions, and I know there's going to be a couple of controversial ones. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with A&W, this thing sits at a pretty high A for me. I've never been until almost exactly 1 year ago. I took a trip up to Canada with some friends to watch the eclipse. And on one of the days we had just hanging out up there, because I think we were up there for about a week, I saw the A&W and I'm like, oh boys, we have to try this. And we went in. Superb. The restaurant was clean, the staff were super friendly, the root beer was fantastic, and the burgers were even better. So super easy A tier. Arby's, I'm going to have to put that in B. Unfortunately for me, it's not quite A levels. The restaurants have been nice. I wasn't too thrilled with the food. It was good, but I also, last time I had it, it was more in just like a pinch situation where it was like, well, it's either I have this or I have like McDonald's. So it's good. It's good enough, I think. Burger King is going to go like right below A&W. I think they're a really solid restaurant. I've never really had any issues going to one, whether it be in a mall or in its own building. I think it's pretty straightforward. Checkers is a weird one. I'm going to need to probably put it like right above Arby's. I had one. Unfortunately, that location doesn't exist because the mall it was in is since been demolished. But the staff were always friendly. The burgers and the chicken were super good. Love that place. Kind of a shame it's gone, but it's not somewhere I'd go very frequently. This might be the first big point of contention. I'm putting Chick-fil-A under the Arby's. It's good chicken, it's just, at least where I live, they're so far and few between, they're hard to get into. I don't really have an opportunity during the week and on weekends. Well, obviously they're closed Sunday, and on Saturdays, it's a freaking nightmare, so I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A, your food is good, it's hard to get to. Culver's is a weird one, because a year ago, I would have probably just put it in never had. But I can confidently put this thing in S. I love Culver's. The root beer was good. The burger I had was delicious. It was juicy, very flavorful, packed with just enough toppings, and it wasn't too tall where you couldn't get your mouth around it. And I've also never been to a place that offers cheese curds as the side instead of fries. And I like that. I like that a lot. So here we are. Denny's is going to go to a C. I haven't been in forever. And the last time I went, the restaurant wasn't like as clean as it could have been. The staff were, friendly enough. I mean, this biggest saving grace from putting in, say, D was the fact that this was back when they were doing the Fantastic Four crossover thing, and I had the Thing Burger. That thing was absolutely banging. I mean, you can't go wrong with a baked cheese on a bun and an egg on your burger. Domino's, I'm gonna put it like right above Burger King. It's a really good pizza chain. I don't think I've ever had anything wrong with a Domino's pizza. So Dairy Queen's a weird one because I've never had their burgers or hot dogs or fries or anything. My locations just aren't those kind of places. But I can say with confidence, when I've had ice cream from there, whether it be a Blizzard or an ice cream cake, they usually perform really well. Just, it's not my go-to when I think of fast food. Five Guys is an immediate D. I know some people swear by it, but man, it's very overpriced and it's very, very greasy. And the last time I had it, I felt like crap for 2 days. So, no thank you. On a more positive note, IHOP. I like IHOP. IHOP's pretty good. They have a solid buttermilk pancake, but I don't really have one near me, and it's... Last one I went to, it wasn't the greatest experience, but the food was good enough. Jersey Mike's is S tier. They are my favorite sandwich joint. I always get the number 26, the chicken bacon ranch cheesesteak. I've had some of their other subs too. Honestly, I think they can do no wrong. KFC's one of those ones where I'm going to put it just above Five Guys. I mean, they used to be king when I was younger, but they've certainly been dethroned by other locations. This is going to be, I think, the biggest point of contention. Yeah, Little Caesars is probably one of my most favorite places to go to. Love their pizza, love their prices. I've never had issues with their staff or their locations. And for the people who say they don't like them, I think it's like people who say they don't like Nickelback. They just don't want to say they like it because it's funny to joke on them. But honestly, tell me when the last time was you've had a problem with a Little Caesars. Long John Silver's is a weird one. I'm going to have to put it here. I remember it being good. It's just been so long since I've had it. I'm not sure if it still is, but as a memory, I think it definitely sits at a low B. Whereas McDonald's, it's going to be a high C. I know when I was a kid, this probably would have been A or S tier. And maybe 5 years ago, it would have been D or even F. I don't know why. It went from like really, really good to really, really crap. And now it's okay. I mean, it's not quite mid, but it passes. Although Panda Express definitely does better than them. It's good Chinese food. I mean, as far as like American style Chinese food goes, I have, other places I go for that kind of stuff, so not my go-to, but it's decent. It passes. Panera is an A tier. Love their soup. Love their chai tea. Absolutely love the turkey Bravo sandwich. Never had a problem with them. Papa John's. Papa John's is like high B tier. They're pretty good. Don't go to them too often. I've got obviously other favorite pizza joints, but it's good stuff. Speaking of pizza joints, I'm sorry to say, but Pizza Hut is my least favorite. A couple years ago, definitely would have been much higher, but as it stands now, it has to go in D. It's too greasy. It's not good for the price you're getting. I know they try to hype up like their box deals and stuff, but it never compares to anybody else. I do like those weird little pizza sandwich things they tried doing. That was pretty cool, but yeah. Popeyes is easy S tier. But unfortunately, I would have to put it like right below the Jersey Mike's. I've only gone to them more recently, but the 2 times I've had it, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, they know how to fry some chicken. Their biscuits are delicious. I don't know why people say they're dry. I think they're perfectly fine. Their french fries have a good seasoning. Very, very pleasant. Qdoba is a weird one. I think I'll put it right below the McDonald's. I've been once. The location wasn't the greatest. The staff were okay. The tacos were good. The tacos were pretty good. For those who haven't been, it's like a weird Subway, but it does tacos. You know, I gotta put your boy Quiznos at the end of B tier. I haven't had one in forever, so I can't attest to how they are, and unfortunately, at least where I live, they're all closed down. I'm not even sure that they have any Quiznos anymore. If they do, please let me know, but you know, you will be missed, my sweet prince. They had some good food. Speaking of good food, this is probably going to be the another one of those points of contention. Like, I'm actually torn where to put this thing. I would say probably here. I like Sparrows. I think Sparrows is S tier. Something about them. I like it. It's comforting. It's good food. I've always had a good time going to one. The staff have always been super friendly. It's great. Roy Rogers. Yeah, I'll put that low A. They had some good burgers. I think I had a good milkshake there the one time. Sheets is a weird one. Like it's how do I put this? It's vacation food. You know, like you're on a trip, you're in the car for just a little too long, and you gotta stop somewhere. Bam. Sheets. I think I'll put it above the... Yeah, actually, I'd probably put it... Gonna do some rearranging. There we go. So we're gonna have the Sheets at the front of B tier, right in front of the Checkers. It passes. You know, for what it is, it passes. And I've never had an issue going into a Sheets. I know I keep saying that with some of these higher ones, but again, that's... For me, that's a big factor. Like, I want the store to be clean. I want the staff to be nice. I understand they're working retail. Brother, I've done it. You just gotta, you gotta put on that smile and you gotta just be nice. So Sonic's a weird one. Technically, I've never been. But I tried going once. It's a few years ago. I was in Lancaster. And I stopped at Sheets. There were people in the building. They were open, sort of. But nobody could go in the building. And the drive-thru wasn't operational. It was very weird. So I ended up not going to Sonic. Yet I did go to Sonic. Subway is a weird one. I actually do think of it as an A tier. I mean, it's obviously below Burger King, but I've never had a problem. I know some people talk about like the vegetables and the meat going bad and like the bread being stale and blah 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 blah. Look, that might be your locations. Every location around me, and even in places I've been to that's not near me, I never had a problem with a Subway. I've always liked what they've had. I think it's always good. And brother, you make the sandwich. And if you don't like it, fuck you. You're the one who decided to put whatever crap was on there. So don't want to hear it. Now, obviously, if there is actually genuinely problems with the ingredients, that's another story. But at least where I've been, it's been fresh. Wendy's. Wendy's is going to go right above the Arby's. That's a B tier food. I mean, it's good. I miss the yellow packaging. I think that would have been S tier if it was still the way it was a couple years ago. Those chicken nuggets were supreme. Those fries were awesome, especially when you dunk them in the Frosty. But I don't know. Nowadays, it's like not my go-to burger joint. I don't really think about them too much, but I have to give them credit. They're still pretty good. And I hate to say this, but Taco Bell is our last one because for the rest of these, I've never been. So, you want to just take a quick peek. I've never had a Whataburger. I've never had Wawa. I've never been to Jack in the Box. Never been to Church's Chicken. Almost did. Didn't, though. I actually might be trying Raising Cane's here sooner than later. I think there's a location going up near me. But Taco Bell. Taco Bell is the last thing I can really rate. And I'm going to be honest with you. That thing is the top of my S tier. Taco Bell to me is the pinnacle of fast food restaurants. It is delicious. Every location I've ever been to has been clean. The staff have been friendly. I've never gone wrong with a Taco Bell. I've also never had stomach issues or problems with it. I love it. I think it is the best. And hands down, my number one. And that's it. I mean, as far as this list goes, I'll provide a link in the description for anybody who wants to, maybe do their own. But again, this is me. This is what I like. Is it perfect? No. Is it mine? Yes. And I'd like to hear from you down in the comments. Let me know, like, what is your number one fast food place, or even just something you really, really like. And give me a reason, let me know. Don't just say, like, oh, McDonald's. Okay, but why? Why is McDonald's, like, your favorite place to go? Why is, hell, Olive Garden your go-to destination? I want to know that. But that's all we got for today. I do apologize for the previous episode having some issues. I don't know why the video decided to corrupt, but it did. I got some stuff in the works. I'm also trying out YouTube Shorts if you want to give those a try. Otherwise, I got some familial stuff going on right now. So I'm going to try to at least get these Saturday episodes out on time. Otherwise, I know there's I know they say not to date your videos, but there's a Nintendo Direct coming up this Thursday for Mario Kart World. I'm going to do my best to give it a watch and give you a genuine reaction on it. Within a few minutes of it coming out, ideally I'll have something up. But, oh shoot, I just realized, did this whole episode, and I forgot to tell you a food place I've been, or a fast food joint I've been to recently. And funny enough, it's Taco Bell. I went to Taco Bell last night. Because part of the familial issues is I'm babysitting my sister's dog. And just needed to get out of the house for a minute. So went to a new Taco Bell that just went up all of a couple minutes away from me, and awesome location. I mean, unfortunately some riffraff came in towards the end, but thankfully I was leaving, so I didn't have to worry about it. Because, white kids think they cool when they dress a certain way, but they're just a bunch of douchers, but, whatever. So, hey, once again, thank you for baking with me today, and I hope to catch you all next time. Goodbye.